Hey, what's up, guys? Ozric here, and commentary is a little bit different today. Also, the gameplay is a little bit different, as you might notice. But I don't usually talk about stuff that's non-gaming related. You know, most of the videos on my channel are going to be about the gameplay. But if you remember, back in August, I did a video about my birthday out in Las Vegas, and I told you guys how my girlfriend got me a gift, which was tickets to the Jay-Z and Kanye West concert at the MGM Grand in December, which was this past weekend. And you know, Thursday rolled around and it was already time to leave, so we headed out. We ended up leaving Thursday afternoon, and if you don't know, I live in California, so it's about a 4-hour drive to get to Las Vegas. So we headed out, got there sometime in the evening, probably around like 7, a little bit before 8, and it was already kind of late. So when we got to the room, you know, we're already tired from driving, and we figured why not just go eat real quick and just chill in the room, because our friends were supposed to meet us out there, you know, the very next day on Friday. So we're like, let's wait till they get here before we go to a club, so that way everybody can be together. And it was my homeboy's birthday. Him and his wife came out, and he was supposed to celebrate with us, which is a whole nother story because this motherfucker ends up getting arrested. But I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's talk about the concert. I've actually been to a couple concerts in my time. You know, most recently I went to the Lil Wayne concert that was out here in Cali. And Lil Wayne was doing his thing, but it was nothing, absolutely nothing compared to Jay-Z and Kanye's concert in Las Vegas. Like, it was just amazing. The biggest thing that I noticed about the concert was that you know you're a big shot when you don't need an opening act. Jay-Z and Kanye literally just came out 2 hours late, by the way. The concert was supposed to start at 7:30. You know, it says 7:30 on the ticket stub. And I know it doesn't always start on time. Like, people, you know, you have to account for people showing up late. You have to keep in mind people are walking around getting beer, getting hot dogs and nachos and all types of crazy popcorn shit. And, you know, and then you have people walking around for 30 minutes just trying to find their seat. So if it's printed 7:30 on the ticket, I'm thinking, okay, you know, probably going to start sometime around 8 o'clock, you know, at 8:30. And look at the UMP going to work. Anyways, it's going to start sometime around 8:30. So I was like, all right, but 9 o'clock rolls around, 9:30. I'm like, damn, are they gonna start this shit up? But once they started up, you know, all was forgotten. They started off the concert just doing the Watch the Throne songs from the album. They did a couple of those, and then they jumped right into Jay-Z's old shit. I was so excited. I didn't think they were gonna do too many old songs, but it ended up like they just did a couple off their album, and then they jumped into Jay-Z's old stuff. You know, the Jigga What, Hard Knock Life, all the stuff off the Life and Times of Sean Carter. You know, volume 1, 2, and 3, all the big radio songs that you could think of from back in the day. He was performing those, and then it jumped right into Kanye's old music right after Jay-Z did a couple, and then every so often they'd alternate, and then they'd do like a couple songs where they were have their collaborations. You know how they have a couple songs where you know, both of them are on the track. They did those too, and at the very end of the concert, they went back to Watch the Throne. And they did that Paris song literally like 3 or 4 times in the concert. It was so crazy. They had the strobe lights going, and probably the best songs out of the whole entire performance was when Kanye did All the Lights. Like, it was funny. Like, he was actually performing the thing, and I guess the people who were controlling the lights weren't dropping every single light like he had told them to do in practice. So he's had to stop the song like 3 times. He's like, no. He's all, do it like we did in practice. He's all, when I say all the lights, he's like, I want to see it, all the lights. So he finally got it right, and you know, he did his little intro to the song, and then as soon as he yells out, all of the lights, like, he jumped up on stage, and as soon as he landed, all the lights in the arena just flickered. It was so freaking badass. Just amazing. I had a really good time at this concert. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about what the hell happened after, because I told you I was with my boy too. So after the concert, we met up with my friend at a bar, and little did I know, he had just got to Vegas, and while he was driving over there, you know, his wife was driving, by the way, while he was driving over there, I guess he had a big ass bottle of vodka. I didn't know this. So when we meet up, I'm like, okay, let's go to the bar and get our drinks. If I would have known he was drinking, I wouldn't have told him let's go get drinks, because I know how he is. He's kind of a hothead, and when he drinks, he likes to get violent. So I was like, you know, I try to prevent that at all costs. But anyways, he's drinking his Long Island iced teas. I'm drinking my Adios. You know, I had a nice buzz going, so I know he was on one. And by the time, you know, we were ready to leave. We hopped in the taxi, got back. The girls had already got out the taxi, and we told them to go upstairs so we can pay. I guess he didn't like the fact that the taxi ride was so expensive, but it's my fault for not pulling him out of the cab and paying myself, because I thought he was gonna pay for it because he said he was, but he was just drunk. I didn't know this. He ends up fighting with the goddamn taxi driver. Like, he literally was throwing blows inside the cab and ends up getting arrested, long story short. So he gets arrested, and I guess when he was fighting the taxi driver failed to secure the taxi. You're supposed to put the car in brake, you know, when you stop, but he didn't. He just held on to the brake with his foot. So when he's getting socked up by my friend, and when they're scrapping in there, he ends up letting off the gas, and the taxi ends up rolling into the damn heater. You know, the heater that is used to warm people up when they're standing outside of like clubs and stuff like that. It was one of those heaters outside the hotel. So he ran into that, almost ran into the side of the damn hotel building. It was crazy, man. He eventually like I said, got arrested, and I guess he's hit with the charge for battery. So he got a little lucky that it wasn't something worse. Unfortunately, it is going to cost him a lot of money, a couple $1,000s in attorney fees, and now he had to go to jail. It's probably facing a misdemeanor battery charge. And it's just all bad, man. So lesson to all you kids out there, if you're underage, don't drink. And if you do drink, do it in moderation. Everything in moderation. You know, the thing with it especially is if you know that you're a hot-headed person, you have a temper, and you get mad easily, or if you like to fight and stuff like that, just lay off the booze, man. It's not worth it. You know, because you know you're gonna drink. Somebody's gonna look at you one wrong way, and you're gonna wanna throw down, and it's all bad. It just means you're gonna go to jail. You know, fighting's cool when you're 12 years old, and it doesn't mean shit except maybe a suspension to school. But when you're old and you're grown, fighting is all bad news. Yeah, you might fuck the dude up. You're gonna get arrested, or you might just get fucked up and get paralyzed. You know, somebody might come back for you. You might get shot, stabbed, whatever. It's not worth it. So, all you hotheads out there, lay off the damn booze. Let's talk a little bit about the gameplay, though. I'm using the UMP45. UMP45 on Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite submachine gun because I don't know what it is. I have a hard time handling some of the submachine guns that have a really high fire rate. I feel like the actual gun, I have more command over it when it shoots just a little bit slower like this one. And it also has really high damage, so usually I only have to get a couple shots into the guy before he drops. So I really feel like I play my best with this submachine gun, but I will use the other ones. As you know, I have gold with all the assault rifles, so you'll be seeing me use SMGs and a lot more of this type of gameplay for, you know, in the meantime until I get to the LMGs. But yeah, pretty much, this is a MOAB fail video. I go 37-1, started the match 18-0, ended up getting killed because I made a stupid mistake, and I finished out this match on a long kill streak. Almost hit the MOAB, but unfortunately, kill confirmed. There's only 65 tags to collect, and I ended up getting the final 2. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more SMG gameplay, go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, and be sure to check out these 2 videos that you might have missed. Peace.